What is up, YouTube? Welcome to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why people are pathetic in these markets. Honestly, I've watched this time and time again, over and over, and I'm seeing the same mistakes being made by the same people as they continually get confused from the market cycles of emotion. Now, in markets, we obviously experience emotion of all different types: euphoria, depression, and different aspects of our trading choices are very correlated to the emotions that we're feeling at that time. And what I see continually in the cryptocurrency space is this issue, what I'm going to talk about today. This just terrible way of looking at it that does not help you grow as a person in any way whatsoever. If anything, it slows you down, adds complete delusions to all of your thinking, and will drastically reduce your profitability in the markets over the long term. So let's get right into this. So why are people pathetic? It's quite obvious the main reason that people are pathetic is because of risk management. Risk management is one of the most important aspects of trading that you can ever apply to your portfolio. And the reason for this is because you will get ridiculously emotional and you will start making terrible decisions. I see it across the board on Twitter, TradingView posts, and time again, people have the wrong risk management in place, are overinvested in the markets, and get overly bullish and overly bearish, meaning perma-bullish and perma-bearish. What we see with cryptocurrency specifically is over-leveraging, going all in on stuff over and over again. Like, you would imagine that these people would actually learn from their mistakes, but instead we see them make the same mistakes over and over again. So this is how you can avoid those mistakes. It's quite simple. I have walked a path of making many mistakes along my trading career. Part of my channel is to share with you those mistakes that I've made, be transparent with you, and be honest. And some of the biggest mistakes that I've made in my trading were 100% associated with risk management. The biggest loss that I ever had was because I had put too much of my portfolio in one trade. And although I did have the stop loss set in the wrong way to where the stop and the limit were in the wrong places, that was the biggest loss that I ever had. If I would have had those stop and the limit in the right place, it would have stopped me out of the market. But either way, I was so emotionally invested in the trade because I had put such a big chunk of my portfolio in the trade that I just wasn't thinking clearly when I took the trade, and I suffered the consequences of that. So what happens is people over leverage, meaning that if they're using leveraged exchanges, they use too much leverage, or they put too much of their capital in any single coin, and they don't have any US dollar at all. They don't keep any cash on the sidelines at all ready for anything, any dips. And this will cause complete emotional wreckage in your trading and in your thought process and in your thought patterns when you're trading. What we see right now in the market, you guys, is a lot of people are coming around and getting overly bearish. And it makes me laugh because honestly, right now is the time that we've been falling since June. We reached a short-term peak in June, and we've continually dropped since then. The market has actually fell 50%. So one of the most beautiful things that I've ever figured out in my trading is to manage my risk. And what this allows me to do is when prices drop, I actually get more excited. We'll put a smiley face there too. So when prices are dropping, I get more excited because instead of me being so invested in the markets that if price drops, I'm like, oh crap, I'm losing all this money. What do I do? Should I sell before it drops a little bit further? Am I gonna have to suffer the consequences of having all this money in the market? And yes, if you are 100% in the market in any coin, if you're 100% in Bitcoin, or let's say that you're 70% in Bitcoin and the rest is in altcoins, and you have no US dollar, you're being an idiot. And that's just the truth. I know it might frustrate some of you guys in the comments, whatever. If this video can help at least one person manage their risk so they don't make these same mistakes over and over again, it was worth it. So this right here is pretty simple, you guys. Have US dollar, have cash in your portfolio ready. Because if the prices drop, instead of seeing this as, oh, I'm losing money, all of a sudden the prices falling since June becomes an opportunity. It completely shifts your perspective on the market. Like right here, when the prices of the total cryptocurrency market cap fell all the way down to 100 billion. Most people were scared out of their minds. But honestly, this was the most exciting time for me. This is when I was posting on my TradingView a chart of Bitcoin at 3.2 thousand, watching for a breakout, because I was excited that we had fell that far. Yes, it did have an effect on my portfolio. It had an effect on everybody that was invested in cryptocurrency. That's the point of a market dropping, is to shake out the people that can't hold on, that can't buy more, that can't keep a clear head, manage their risk, and be prepared for more buying opportunities. So what do I see in the market right now, you guys? What is going on with cryptocurrency today as of 12/3 of 2019? Well, if we drop timeframes and we look at what has happened since June, many people will see this and they're going to go, oh no, what have I done? I put so much money in the markets and it's dropping. What if Bitcoin drops a little bit more from here? What if the total market cap drops a little bit more from here? I don't know if I can handle losing any more of my portfolio. Your risk management isn't in the right spot. If you have a good ratio of Bitcoin and altcoins and US dollar tether, all you can see is opportunity. That's the only lens that you'll view the market from, is a lens of where's another spot to put money in. So yes, I get a little worked up over this, because if people would change this one thing, if you would actually adjust your risk management so that you're not so deeply invested in the markets, bam, just like that, you'll have that clarity. You'll be able to watch the price drop. You'll be able to draw your support levels. If that support level fails, you're going to be like, oh, the market's bearish right now. We're dropping. We're falling down to next support levels. Oh, that support level failed. Where's our next support level? And you can keep a clear head of where are these price points that I can buy more as we go down. So that's really what the thing that blows my mind, at how many people continually get this wrong. And if you are one of the people, the 10% of people that can actually get their head on straight and stop making this key mistake, you will actually become a very profitable trader in these markets. So be the 10%, you guys. Be the 10%. Seriously. You have the power to change what you're doing, to adjust your trading plans, to go through the growth pains of disciplining yourself enough to actually follow your own rules. And when you do that, your eyes will open up Like I said, a lens of clarity, a lens of opportunity. And you go from seeing the market in a lens of fear and greed to a lens of opportunity. When you see the market rallying quite significantly, you go, nice, my investments are going up. I wonder when the next dip is so that I can buy more later. You're thinking about your next buying opportunity. You're not thinking about the fact that if the market falls 50%, you don't know whether you can handle it anymore and you're going to panic sell. So this, you guys, risk management is the number one thing that I recommend all of you guys get right. If you can get risk management right, it doesn't matter if you're trading with Elliott waves. It doesn't matter if you're trading head and shoulders patterns. It doesn't matter if you're trading bull flag patterns. It doesn't matter if you're trading Gartley patterns. If you can get the risk management in place, you'll start to figure out how to profit in the market consistently, because your emotions will be pulled out of it. You won't be so emotionally invested in being right, because you won't have to be right every single time. You'll let the market flow like water. You'll let it go through the turns that it needs to turn. You know, you'll let it move in the way that it needs to move, and you'll be patient enough to allow it to do so. Before I go today, I'm going to go ahead and talk about Ravencoin, because this is an example of a coin that has a good risk to reward ratio, which is also associated with risk management. When you drop a trading plan onto this coin, you can see that potential gains are quite high. Well, the all-time low is only about 34% from current prices. So if you're talking about something that you could put little bits into, well, you still keep your US dollar to some degree at all times. Because like I said, risk management means that you have altcoins, Bitcoin, and some US dollar. But yeah, you can put a little bit of capital inside of Ravencoin, and it has a great risk to reward ratio for profit. So, you know, basically the message of today is be the 10%. I believe in all of my viewers and all my followers. But I've also seen a lot of beginner mistakes for a long time. I've made these mistakes myself. They've burnt me before in the past. And this video alone might help you rearrange that and actually get in the profit zone consistently. So I appreciate all of you guys. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Also in the description box below, there's a Discord chat, new people joining every single day. You can talk with other traders and get learning this stuff. So I appreciate you guys again for tuning into today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. As always, stay profitable out there.